Today, I want to talk about alcohol dependency. When alcohol becomes a coping mechanism from stress and anxiety. Did you know many people don't drink because they love alcohol? They drink because they are tired, they are overwhelmed, anxious, broken, betrayed, and they don't know how else to cope. It begins with something we call the silent shift, where I say alcohol really starts as an addiction. It doesn't start as an addiction. Alcohol begins as a relief, as a way to sleep, as a way to calm the mind, a way to forget the pressure, the pain, the rejection, the betrayal, the trauma, the failure, name them. But over time, this same alcohol that helped you to cope now begins to control your life. That is where the problem begins. After some time, alcohol now becomes an emotional medicine. When stress and anxiety has overwhelmed your nervous system, alcohol feels like a shortcut to peace. It temporarily numbs the emotional pain and slows the racing thoughts and creates an artificial calm. It suppresses the fear and the worry and the phobia that you have and the guilt that you have. But this is the truth. Alcohol doesn't heal anxiety. What it does is postponing anxiety. And when the effect wears off, anxiety returns stronger, mightier, and more gigantic. Now, from there, you enter into a dangerous cycle. Stress, drink. Anxiety, drink. Drink, relief. Relief, guilt. Guilt, more stress. More stress, more drinking. And the cycle continues. This cycle traps many intelligent, spiritual, hardworking people silently. Let me show you why alcohol worsens anxiety. Alcohol interferes with the brain chemistry, the emotional regulation process. It interferes with your sleep quality. It interferes with your judgment and impulse control. That's why your anxiety heightens the more you take alcohol instead of reducing. What feels like calm today becomes panic tomorrow. And what feels like control now becomes dependency tomorrow. That is the cycle of an alcohol abuser when it comes to emotional regulation. Now, this is the lie alcohol tells. Alcohol whispers, you need me to survive this. You can't relax without me. You will break without me. But this is the truth. You were created with inner strength, not inner poison. There is self-efficacy in you, the ability to believe that you can overcome the challenge that you have. What you really are needing behind alcohol dependency is often unprocessed trauma, chronic stress, suppressed emotions, loneliness, bitterness, unmet emotional needs, fear of vulnerability, name them. The list is endless. Now, alcohol becomes a substitute for rest, safety, healing, God's peace, support. Instead of looking for those things I have mentioned, you go for alcohol. Can you see now? Now, healing begins with honesty. Recovery doesn't start with stopping alcohol. It starts with telling yourself the truth. I am overwhelmed. I am anxious. I am hurting. I am helpless. I need help. There is no shame in seeking help. Come on. There is danger in pretending you don't need help. That is why you are trapped in this cycle for a long time. So now let me give you healthier coping replacements. 1. True healing requires therapy and emotional processing. 2. Safe conversations with the people around you, the people who love you. 3. Rest and boundaries. 4. Prayer and spiritual grounding. 5. Learning emotional regulation. 6. Addressing root causes. You don't remove alcohol, you replace it with healing. Now, as I wind up, this is my word of hope. If alcohol became your coping mechanism, you are not weak. You are human. You can be healed. Anxiety is treatable, stress is manageable, dependency is reversible. Help is not failure, help is wisdom. My closing message is this: You don't need alcohol to survive life. You need understanding, you need healing, you need support, you need prayers, you need peace of mind. And remember, peace of mind does not come in a bottle. I am Degwa Steve GM, your counselor and pastor. I love you all.